How to library at Bailey Library. Using search filters, also known as limiters. In our basic search video, we demonstrated how to perform a basic search for the search terms knee injuries in the Discovery and Library Catalog search scopes. This video will demonstrate how to use filters, also known as limiters. Filters are a common feature in most search solutions that deal with library resources, including Discovery Search, the Library Catalog, and most of the Bailey Library's database products, including EBSCO, JSTOR, and ProQuest databases. Learning to use filters will make it much easier to modify your search results. To begin, we'll start our search by typing in knee injuries as our search terms, and then select the Discovery scope. We see that we received approximately 225,000 search results. On the right side of our screen are our filters. Filters work by scanning the bibliographic information in each item's record and then allowing you to sort those items in your search results based on the information in those records. We can see here that there's the availability filter, and the top result are peer-reviewed journals, meaning if we click on that filter, every result that appears will be from a peer-reviewed journal according to the information in each item's record. If at any time you want to remove a filter, simply go up to the Active Filters box and click on the X. Other databases will have a similar setup. Though it may not read active filters, your filter will be displayed and there will be some means to remove that filter. Removing the peer-reviewed journal filter, we've returned to our default search for knee injuries, again with approximately 225,000 results. Now, once again, we'll select the peer-reviewed journals filter. Note that next to every filter in Discovery, and in most other databases, is an indicator of how your search results will change once you've applied that filter. In this case, the peer-reviewed journals filter indicated we'd have about 35,000 results when we clicked on it, and we see that this has become true. Some of the common filter types to all databases include availability, date, resource type, and subject. Of these, resource type is among the most important and is a good example of how a filter will change based on information from other sections or based on what kind of database it is you're dealing with. We can see that our resource types include articles, conference proceedings, newspaper articles, reviews. The reason that we're not seeing any books or journals appear on this is because we've already requested in availability that we only want to see those results that are peer-reviewed journals. If we were searching the library catalog or just beginning this search without applying any filters, we might see other common resource types such as books, magazines, trade publications. If we're dealing with a very specific database, say a business database like Business Source Complete, one of the resource types might be market share reports or business reports. Selecting a proper resource type is usually essential to whatever it is you're researching, and very often as a student at Slippery Rock University, you may be asked only to use peer-reviewed journals, or maybe in an early college writing assignment, you're asked to find 5 books and find 5 peer-reviewed journals. Returning to our search, we can see that with each resource type and each subject in the subject filter below shows how our results will change. Note that these results are applied to the original 225,000 results we had, then the peer-reviewed journal filter is applied, and then those items with the peer-reviewed journal filter have the additional filter applied. In this case, we're going to select Subject Male. Subject filters are based on the subject headings defined by those individuals that cataloged each item. They're very important and very helpful because they ensure that whatever article or book or resources you get in your search results deal in some way specifically with that subject. In this case, we selected the subject male, so we're looking for items with keywords of knee injuries that are peer-reviewed journals, and one of the main subjects in those books or studies are males. If we wanted to apply an additional subject, then we could review the 5 top results, or we could continue down, click the More Info, and view other subjects. In this case, we've selected the treatment subject. So now we're looking at peer-reviewed journals. One of the subjects is males, and another subject is treatment outcomes. Our keywords or search terms are knee injuries, so we can feel fairly certain that we're going to find treatment outcomes for males with knee injuries. You see the date filter here. Now the date filter is a little different in that the date filter is not going to indicate to you how many articles or results you'll have. Rather, the date filter updates dynamically, like most of the other filters. In the beginning, you may have seen that the date filter said that our date range for our 225,000 original articles was 1800 to 2017. Now, with several filters already selected and only 922 results in our current list of search results, we see that the date has changed from 1995 to 2015. If we wanted to further refine this date and see how our results could change, maybe we're only looking for articles within the last 5 years, or the last 5 years which articles are available, we could change that from date to 2010, select Refine next to the 2 dates, and we see that our results have changed from about 900 some results to about 500 some results. We also see that that date has been applied as an active filter, and we can remove it just as we would any other filter. Another note about filters, at least in Discovery, is that as you mouse over most of the filters, you will see that you have a red icon, and if you highlight over that icon, you'll see the words "exclude this." What this means is that you would filter out just that articles with that particular subject and leave the rest. This can be marginally useful depending on how it is you want to filter your information. In this case, we know we're searching for information with keywords knee injuries in peer-reviewed journals, and the subjects need to be male, and the articles need to include the subject treatment options. If we select Exclude the Middle-Aged filter, then we can see that middle-aged appears in our active filters, but it's in red text and it's struck through. This means any article that has a subject of middle-aged in it will be removed from our list of results. Maybe we're really just interested in knee injuries outcomes for males in the elderly and in children. An important thing to note is that this excludes all articles with middle-aged in it. This means we might still lose an article that deals with children or elderly knee injuries as well. Say there's an article about knee injuries in males, and 3 of the subjects, because the person wanted to be sure that they all dealt with knee injuries, included the subject's children, middle-aged, and the elderly. If at any time you want to go back and review your subjects and look at the different searches as you've applied filters, then as we just demonstrated on the video, you can click on the circular icon in the top right corner of Discovery, and you'll see that you can review each of your searches. If at any time you want to reset your filters, meaning you're going back to the very beginning with just whatever basic keywords you searched for, then click on the circular Remove Filters button near the top of the Filters column. This concludes our video on filters. If you need any help in learning how to use filters, coming up with keywords, or conducting a search strategy, remember that the library faculty at Bailey Library are here to help. We're available for walk-in appointments on the first floor of Bailey Library in Research Services during the following hours: 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday. We're also available via phone at the phone number 724-738-2641. If you prefer to ask your question online via email, then you can visit the Ask a Librarian related link on the right side of the Bailey Library website. If you wish to review the other how-to library videos, including the video on basic searches or the video on advanced searches, then go to sru.libguides.com/videos. Happy researching!